Mike Mireles has been a professional actor, stuntman, motivational school speaker, and writer for quite some time now. He's appeared in roughly 15 episodes of Walker, Texas Ranger. He's a member of the Screen Actors Guild, American Film, Television, and Radio Artists, Nosotros, the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and the Houston Stunt Association. And he's been a good friend of mine for quite some time. When he first brought this to me, I really didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know what his vision for it was, or if he wanted me to put a motor in it or just make it rideable. I wasn't quite sure. I did know this. I was excited to do something for him, and he wanted me to rebuild it and make it rideable so that he could, according to him, turn the page to the next chapter in his life. I got you, Mike. No worries. Lord, I don't think I'm going to be able to sing my way out of this one. All right, let's turn a wrench, by God. Turn that bad boy, come on. What are we waiting on? 5 minutes ago would have been good. Things to do, places to go, people to see. And like I always say, since being Captain Obvious and repeating over and over again how finite life is, because it's the truth. Whatever it is that you want to do it. You know, I don't blame you for waiting. A lot of people do. I think for whatever reason, people are under the impression that life is a lot longer than they have always perceived it to be. Now, if you're happy doing what you're doing, keep on doing what you're doing. If you have a dream that hasn't been fulfilled, then by all means, yeah, I know what I'm going to say. Get after it. Right? Get after it. I mean, what are you waiting on? I suppose the same things that I was. Now, I was on the phone with my mother the other day, and she was telling me that she had seen a couple of videos and she was real impressed by them, but it simply reminded her of the 8-year-old me in the garage, losing my dad's tools, certainly not putting them back where they go. And every time I can't find a tool now, I totally deserve it. I deserve it. I laugh because I deserve it. I hear my dad in my head. Where are my dadgum tools, boy? I have no idea. I don't know. But she said it reminded her of the 8-year-old me, but with a grown man's hands, a grown man's work ethic, A grown man's voice, but with a child's passion. And when she said that, it made me realize that you can never stop learning from your parents. I thought I learned everything I needed to from my parents, honestly. My dad was always in my ear, setting examples. And my mother's words were always very poetic and epiphanic, if you will. I don't know if that's a word or not. Maybe I should ask her. But who knew, just as of a couple days ago, that she could say something to me that I received as very enlightening. So, thanks, Mother. Oh, what's going on, bro? Story of my life. Editing, and more editing. I'm not complaining because I actually love doing it a whole lot. Even more so, I like filming. Probably equally, but yeah. So here's the kind of low light, so it's not going to come out really well. I'm just sitting down for about 5 seconds so that I can gather my wind up and then get back out into the shop and start turning a wrench on this most recent build that I'm excited about. All right, it's going to be lots of fun, or it has been so far. Editing this video is going to be a blast as well. I got three or four other videos on deck right now that I got to get to before that, or do I? I don't know. You know. When I put a video out, they aren't always necessarily recorded in that order. What I put out, it just happens to be what I'm feeling at the time. So that's what makes it fun. For the many reasons why it's fun, that's just another one. So anyway, sitting here in XPROD. So cool deal. On the other side of that wall is my dojo. This is my studio where the magic happens. This is where I record my music, where I write it, where I compose it. Yes, I said compose because technically I am a composer also. And I'm really excited about it, about being able to do that, especially during the previous months. The past year, the pandemic has actually been a blessing, to me at least, in regards to the amount of motivation that I have towards my work. So, because I like to find the good or the positive in whatever situation we happen to be in, I found some good, right? Through all the misfortune and all the tragedy that people have experienced, and it's hit close to home as well, I managed to find something positive out of it. And I would highly recommend doing that because adversity isn't going anywhere, so make the best of it. All right. Enough with the serious tone. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go that way, or should I? Okay. I'm gonna go this way and hit the shop. Alright, what's good in the neighborhood, brethren? It's your boy X, hanging out here at XPROD in Katy, Texas. This is where I normally get down, alright, on a regular basis. Okay, cool for school. It looks like I took this drivetrain apart. I fabricated the lower bottom bracket. There were some extra pieces on there that were welded on there actually pretty decently. And I grinded them bad boys off. Then I shot it with some of my favorite paint. This is metallic purple. It is by Duplicolor. It is super duper crunk. Youngins, if you don't know what crunk means, then just refer to your Urban Dictionary. Alright? Okay, so I got it all detailed up and just waiting for it to dry, and then I'm going to finish putting the Go-kart, I don't even know what to call it, back together. I had a lot of fun building on this project. It was a lot of fun, like I say. I got to do exactly what I thought it needed. I was going to add an e-motor, but I decided against it because I'm not a big fan of e-bikes. I won't go into that though. I mean, in all honesty, to be fair, if you have a disability, or if you are missing a limb, then by all means. But You know, if I'm chasing a roadie on my favorite pathway and somebody on an e-bike burns past me smoking a cigarette, okay, that's one type of e-bike that makes me uncomfortable when I see, okay, or one type of e-bike rider that makes me a little bit uncomfortable. You know, in all fairness, I used to be a smoker, but the key word is it used to be until I decided to change my life and start to LIVIN and start to really live. That's what I'm doing now. All right, lots of fun, man. Cool for school. Glad you guys are hanging out with me. It's your boy X. All right, let's put this deal together, and I'll see you in a bit. When I first took the wheels off, for whatever reason, he was using plastic bushings or plastic hubs. When he initially built it, his calculations were slightly off because the standard fit for a riding lawnmower or a tractor, it was slightly smaller than what he had done here. So he used the plastic bushings or hubs, probably heated them up with a blowtorch so it would expand, then put them on there, and they fit on there just fine once he bolted them on, but they didn't roll very well. So now this is what I'm gonna have to do. I can't get the wheels back on here because I've replaced the hubs with those encased bearings. So I'm going to take this bad boy right here and I'm going to grind it down until it's small enough for these wheels to fit on here, because as of now they're not going on there at all. Not with a rubber mallet, not with a sledgehammer, not anything, not without messing them up. So instead of drilling out the inside of the hubs, that ain't the problem. It's these stems right here. So I'm gonna grind them down. All right. And why do we do that? Because we can. We like to fabricate shit. All right. Here we go. All right, we got to grind it down. Let's see if it works, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lock washer between here and the end of the stem, and the end of this the axle, okay? Because this washer, if it sits right up against there, it may turn and it may loosen. The lock washer, if it does its job, will keep it locked in place. And it should, because it's in the name. All right? It's a lock washer. So far, so good. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The problem with this before is it wouldn't turn. And now it looks like I gotta go back and touch these scratches up because I'm being pretty rough with it. That's on there. Boom. Okay, cool. I'll hit y'all back. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Mike Mireles from Houston, Texas, and I am so stoked. I am so pumped. I've been waiting for this appointed day to not only feel like a kid, to not only be a kid again, but to be in my groove, my natural groove. Let's do it. Oh man, this has been to the lab. What a transformation. I don't even recognize this bike. Oh my gosh, when I brought it to you, I was that close to putting it on eBay. I said, man, what a hunk of junk. Colors are just vibrant. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Dude, you have made this into a masterpiece with our colors.
Right? It just felt right.
I've never done that.
All right, this is the Mike Mobile. When I first got this vehicle, the front wheels would not roll because the hubs were made of plastic. When I took it apart, I decided to put some bearing cages in there to make it rolling. And I realized why it wasn't done initially is because the axle was too big for the bearing cages. So I actually had to grind down your axles and made them about a quarter inch smaller so it really fit on there. But it was worth it. This is not the original drivetrain. I changed it out because new cranks, new pedals, new sprocket in the back. Greased it up, painted it up, and made it fly. All right.
You know, my birthday was a week and a half ago. This is a belated birthday present. This is the best one yet. So those of you that gave me a present, don't feel bad. But you know what? This is my groove. You know, this is a new bookmark chapter in my life now.
Is it?
Page is flipped.
I love it.
This moment. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, buddy! I'm home! Woo! Wow! I feel the difference immediately the minute you take off.
Right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know I gotta love you if you're gonna be on this baby. You've outdone yourself, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
I knew I could count on you, man.
You bet.
Watching your videos after all this time, seeing what you were doing with the other bikes, how you were taking them through transformations.
Hi, brother.
Love you, Eric.
Love you too, buddy.
You're the man.
All right. All right, brother. Hope you enjoy it.
Eric, thank you. Hey, man, get you a bike from X. He will hook you up.
As much fun as that was to build it, I'd build it all over again if I can keep, because I miss it already. That was a great piece of gear. It was a good experience, and I think the best part of that whole experience was the smile on Mike's face after he got the go-kart. I put a lot of heart and soul into that build, and I think that it shows, at least according to him. So he was very happy, and most importantly, there's probably a list of those, but the fact that he has the opportunity to feel like a kid again. And I think deep down inside, it's kind of what we all want. My name's X. I'll hit you back.